I played WWE 2K26's showcase early, and I have some details. I was able to play the intro in the first match and really just get a feel for what the showcase is going to look like this year. Before we get into it, thank you to 2K for allowing me to capture this footage early at the WWE headquarters, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. You guys have been enjoying the content because we got more 26 content for y'all. We're giving away a couple of WWE 2K26 copies. Let's go on ahead and get into it. The WWE 2K26 intro is really nice with the showcase. You get into it and you see CM Punk, Roman, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and one of my favorite things with the intros always is how they get everybody's facial expressions. I was very happy last year with the way that the intro was, and this year I feel very similar. I love seeing every part, every facial expression to the T, the way that everything is supposed to look and how it did in real life in showcase. I'm living it through a video game. So that was the feeling that I really got with the intro. I feel like as long as they continue doing the intro like this, it's going to be very hard to get a negative review out of me when it comes down to the intro, because it's really just that good every time. And if you wanted to compare it from last year to this year, they are very similar in terms of the idea and the concept. It's pretty much the same thing, but obviously a completely different story. I really liked what they did with 25. I think that if they did this, if they expanded it throughout just showcase completely, I think a lot of people's tunes with showcase would change completely, because I love feeling like I'm actually doing something, and I love the cameras panning out and panning in, and just sometimes even doing something where it's just in that first person mode. I really did like the intro, to say the least. And one thing to go on ahead and notice with this showcase is the unlockables, right? 2K went ahead and teased that there is a flamethrower entrance for Seth Rollins, so you're likely going to be able to unlock this later towards the end of the showcase, because I don't think it gave me an unlockable for that at the very beginning. I didn't even get to see Seth Rollins' entrance. It kind of just goes into the middle of the match. Camera starts panning down on all the wrestlers. So that's something to go on ahead and point out. And remember, guys, you can play the gauntlet match and unlock everything. I will be doing a tutorial on how to do that as soon as the game drops. So if you don't want to play the entire showcase, you can just skip the entire showcase and unlock everything that the showcase is supposed to give you through the gauntlet. So that's also something to keep in mind with all of this. The one thing that I'm really excited about with this showcase, you know, and after playing it, is going through and revisiting a lot of CM Punk's old matches, but also getting his unlockables. Right after the first match against JBL, you unlock a different version of CM Punk, you unlock a different arena, and I believe you unlock JBL as well right there within that first match. And one thing that I really did enjoy about this showcase, like last year, is that the objectives are not insane. There's about 5-6 objectives, maybe even less than that if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember doing too much, and it was just easy. It was just do a certain move or beat him up till you get to this, and it really wasn't hard. And I think over the last 2 years, their focus with showcase has been let people enjoy it, not as many objectives, let them live out the story through the video game. And I really do appreciate that that's the route that has been taken, compared to a couple years ago where we had tons of objectives and it just felt like a chore to finish showcase. And for some people, it still may feel that way, but when it's somebody that you really enjoy, like for me personally, I really do like CM Punk. So just even playing through some of the matches, I don't think it's going to feel that much of a chore to me, especially with the objectives not feeling as overwhelming as it has a couple years back. Now, we were worried about the slingshot mechanic, and yes, guys, slingshot is still in the game, but not in the way that you guys think. CM Punk is seen talking throughout his showcase, and after matches, it'll quickly pan to him, and you see him talking about, you know, his match and really going over that, which honestly, I am not mad at all. I think that's kind of cool, especially if you're someone that kind of likes hearing the thoughts of the wrestlers. I remember they did this with John Cena back in 23. Throughout the showcase, you kind of see Cena speaking and sitting down and really talking about the matches and just going through that. So you're going to get that same vibe with Punk, for the exception of in-game cutscenes in 26. So there's not much of a large review that I can sit here and talk to you guys about on the Punk showcase, but one thing that we do want to go on ahead and get into is the what if matches. I didn't really get to those what if matches, you know, just being completely honest. I only got to play one match, and then the match after that, I believe it was Rey Mysterio that came up. So I would have been there for a long time playing showcase if that was the case, y'all. But the whole purpose of this video was to really give you guys a feel, or just a first look at okay, what objectives are we looking at, or how many objectives are we looking at per match? You know, the intro, because I know that a lot of people did like last year's intro, including myself. That's the reason why I went into Showcase. So I wasn't able to capture so much of Showcase, but I was able to get a general idea at what we're going to be looking at. Obviously, there are a couple matches that haven't been revealed yet with the what if matches, and unfortunately, that's something I'm not too crazy about. Maybe if I got to it and I saw what it was gonna look like, I'd probably have a different tune about it, or my opinion would still be the same. But I really feel like the what if matches is something that sometimes feels like it's just taking up space just a little bit, if I'm being completely honest. But if it is something different this year where you're unlocking, you know, different things, and you're having maybe even some cutscenes throughout those matches, just what if cutscenes, I think that would make the Showcase a lot better, in my opinion. So that's just something to go on ahead and mention with that, right? I feel like I wouldn't be doing this video justice if I didn't mention a lot of, you know, the what if matches and my thoughts. Now, overall, I can't sit here and tell you guys this Showcase is amazing, because simply I just don't have the answers to that. I was only able to play through a little bit of it. But I do think that the Showcase for CM Punk, and for those modern era fans like myself that got to see a lot of CM Punk's career, I think you are going to enjoy this Showcase, because I think I am, right? I'm not somebody that's the biggest Showcase fan. I mean, I was the one that made a video talking about wanting Road to WrestleMania to come back. So Showcase to me is one of those things where I haven't been too crazy about it over the years, but I'm excited for Showcase because of the unlockables, the matches, and just even being able to relive a little bit of that John Cena and CM Punk rivalry years ago. I'm excited to get that in there. But unfortunately, we didn't see no Jeff Hardy. I'll be honest, I didn't see no Jeff Hardy. I didn't see anything that indicated that Jeff Hardy would be in the Showcase, as a lot of people think, with the whole Night of Champions and the ladder teaser. So just something to go on ahead and mention for you guys. Unfortunately, if Jeff Hardy is going to be in the game, he is likely going to be DLC. Maybe he is. I just didn't make it that far, but I didn't even see him in the roster or anything just indicating that he's going to be a part of the roster or any locked stuff. So just something to notice with that, y'all. Aside from that, though, man, this was a fun experience with the Showcase. Let me know what you guys think about what you guys seen in this video, or are you guys going to play it, or are you guys just going to skip it with the gauntlet? Let me know down below. Nonetheless, though, guys, thank you so much for making it this far through the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you guys have been enjoying the content.
Take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the Showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in. Will Punk tap out? Is Punk going to tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here. But what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover. And Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being. And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing. Surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine. Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Light suplex. A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Got a sling by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook of the leg. Is it enough? And a kick out at two. How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive? And Heyman, wow, look at him. The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match, Punk is hit. CM Punk from the top rope. Flying elbow drop. Bam, well-placed calf kick. And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
While Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt, and does so but right back into the line of fire himself. GTS connects.
Spear by Reigns. Stop by Rollins. All three men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk. Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
What favor called in by CM Punk about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns and a low blow by Heyman. What the hell?
You made me go. You made me go. Made my tribal chief.
Roman Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the tribal chief.
Bow down at the feet of the tribal chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand,